Hello, friends. Welcome back to EduTap. This is another session of Toppers Interview. In this session, we have Miss Alekhya with us. So, I would take immense pride to introduce Alekhya, who was few days ago an aspiring student of NABARD Grade A, and today is a NABARD Grade A officer. So, I congratulate you, Alekhya.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So, how's the feeling?
It's nice, sir. It's actually a big relief at the
Okay.
end of the moment. I have at least achieved something.
Okay, that's really great. So, Alekhya, we'll begin I'll begin by asking about your background so that our viewers will have an idea. So, kindly brief about it.
I have did BTech in 2015, sir. After
Okay.
that, I have started my UPSC preparation. I
Okay.
have written mains for 4 times, but I
Mhm.
wasn't successful. Parallelly, I have given other exams also, my state services and staff selection commission.
Okay.
RBI grade B also I gave.
Okay.
Uh, I gave mains last time, and NABARD I gave. Last time I have given the mains, and this time I cleared it.
Okay. So where are you from, Alekhya? I mean, place.
Anantapur, sir, Andhra Pradesh.
Okay. Okay. So you're prepared whole time from home.
No, sir.
Mm.
For civil service preparation, I went to Delhi
Okay.
for 1 year. After
Mm-hmm.
that, I came back.
Okay.
Then I have prepared from home.
Okay. So you were a whole time aspirant, like not like working or something.
No, sir.
Okay.
Completely into
So it's been a quite a long journey. So I was just talking about your journey. When did you start or decide that you will also appear for other exams apart from UPSC?
After my third attempt, I have realized that I need to have some plan B also.
Okay.
So then I started thinking about it. Uh, so after then into preparation, again my state services have come. So first I
Okay.
focused on that.
Mm-hmm.
Then last year I have started giving regulatory body exam.
Okay. Okay. So I was like, so how many mains or till what stage have you reached in the interview UPSC preparation? Like, yeah.
Mains, sir, I have written mains for 4 times. My
Okay,
state services I have reached interview.
okay, okay. So then, as you mentioned that you also appeared for SSB exam and all. I see. Huh,
Yes.
UPSC is on. If you look at the competitive exams and put it on a spectrum, at one end we have SSB and at other end we have UPSC. Like because this is completely quant math oriented exam and this is something a lot of reading. You have to do a lot of analysis or that sort. You have made switch from both the extreme ends. So how did you manage to make that transition and what were the difficulties in doing so?
So this SSC is completely into quant
Yeah,
reasoning and all
exact.
this.
Huh, huh.
Okay. So initially I was not quite like used to this all this. So I have taken the help of test series, mock tests I have taken,
Okay.
practice.
Hmm.
So with continuous practice, like from my childhood, I am good at math. So that
Okay.
made my journey
Preparation
easier.
easier. Huh.
Preparation easier with SSC.
Okay. So I mean, I don't get the clarity. So is it that you were determined that you want to crack a government job, or what exactly was the goal? And then you started appearing for the exam. So what was the thought process going on in your mind?
Yes, I initially I had started with the goal of UPSC only.
Okay.
So I have given my full strength or whatever into UPSC. So
Okay.
then I have realized that there are many wonderful opportunities apart from UPSC. So
Mm-hmm.
then I came across the regulatory body examination
Okay.
with the work wise and in so many angles they are very good. So
Okay.
they come on par with UPSC.
Mm-hmm.
So I got attracted to this job.
Okay. Okay. So that was the thing. I see that during this entire journey, you obviously have faced multiple setbacks. Then, what was the driving force that kept you, appearing, keep preparing again and again for this entire exams?
Okay, so it's something like I have spent so much of time in it, so
Mm.
I need to get something in return. So that
Okay.
was my only motivating factor
Mm-hmm.
towards.
Okay. Okay. So, obviously you were involved in this journey and you were writing multiple exam. At this back of the mind, you have plan B also. If nothing works out, then what
Yes,
was
yes.
your plan B?
So I thought I would try different exams.
Okay.
So if this doesn't go well, I have to go with some. Actually, after my graduation, I got a job in TCS,
Okay.
so I didn't go for it.
Okay.
So the worst case, I can go for it. I thought in
Okay.
that way.
You had that plan in mind.
Yes.
Okay. So, someone, this has been a long journey, starting from 2015 and 2023. My question would be, how has this journey changed you personally? Kindly elaborate on that.
It made me strong-minded, sir. So I
Okay.
can accept any kind of failure now. I became
Mm-hmm.
so strong. So
Okay.
just because of this journey only, I got that so uh,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of behavior, I would
Okay.
say. Yeah,
Anything
I
you
can
would?
take. I'll be patient. So
Okay.
patience and consistency is very important for these exams because
Okay.
it is uh, it is rare that you could crack it in the very first attempt or that. So
Okay.
patience is important, consistency is important, perseverance towards it is important, discipline
Mhm.
is important. So in
Okay.
all these years, discipline is important. I feel like that has driven me
Okay.
towards this. At the end, that has helped me to achieve something.
Okay.
So that I feel.
That's really great. When you are not making it, your self-confidence hurts, and apart from that, there are your family, society, peers. That pressure starts piling up. So, how did you, even being a girl, that becomes even more challenging to fight all those obstacles. So, how did you manage to do so?
So mentally we'll get drained because
Hmm.
of all this failure. So I used to like read some books with the help of some books I used to do, and I always believe that physical fitness is very important to become mentally strong. So
Okay.
I focused on that. I used to like go for walking with along with the nature. So I used to travel. So that's
Okay.
to
Okay.
regain myself.
That's really interesting part. So since you are preparing for full time, what were the stress bursters? Obviously, one would be burnt out studying the entire day. So
Yes.
what were the other recreational activities you were involved in?
Recreation, so majorly for 6 days in a week, I'll read. For Sunday, I would take rest generally.
Okay.
So in the long breaks, if I consider, I have said like I travel
Okay.
into the next day. So I focus majorly on physical fitness,
Okay. Traveling is your hobby, you mean to say.
traveling, reading books and all.
Okay, that's really interesting. Alekhya, a very interesting question just occurred to me. It's been quite some time that you started your preparation. So, what would you say to a beginner Alekhya who is just starting her preparation right now?
Okay. So any kind of exam you choose,
Hmm.
first try to understand what examiner actually is asking from you,
Okay.
what is expecting from you. So if
Hmm.
we get a clarity of it, so then we can easily crack. So because it took me so much of time to understand what actually examiner is asking, because at the end this is only an exam, so we are not
Okay.
doing any kind of research in it.
Hmm.
So in the initial days, I have focused majorly on gaining more and more knowledge because it's completely new to me and it's
Okay.
completely interesting. So
Hmm.
like it is not in my graduation or anywhere.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll focus mainly on reading, gaining knowledge and all. But at the end, this is the exam, so we have to keep our mind in that way and
Hmm.
align our preparation in that way.
Okay. Really deep insights about the entire process. Like if I were to ask you, uh, uh, if there are any three pillars that have really helped you in achieving your goal today, so what are they? Like in most of the cases, it could be family, friends, any person guiding you, your perseverance, anything. So, what is in your case?
So yes, so my self-discipline and patience would have helped.
Okay.
That I really feel because that only helped me to be focused on all these years. It's 7 to 8 years is very long period,
Hmm.
I would say. So
Yeah.
just because of I've made my schedules and all, so that has helped me somehow to get into this. And definitely my family, of course, my
Okay.
father and my mother,
Mm.
without their support. So this much period I could not be into this profession.
Okay.
So they have supported me a lot,
Hmm.
and of course the good resources I'll get
Okay.
so from the internet or
Hmm.
from different sources from different coaching institutes, and so that
Okay.
actually motivates me to read more.
Hmm. So really words of encouragement for you. And I would like to also take mention it to all the viewers that we have a very inspiring journey of Miss Alakya here. So now let us talk about some exam related stuff. No? See, you come from UPSC background. And there is a notion or assumption among the aspirants that people who have come from UPSC background, they have an edge over others. So there are many aspirants who are no wholeheartedly preparing for NABARD with no UPSC background. What is your piece of advice to all those aspirants? And is that myth or whatever that notion is in the market prevailing? Is it true to any extent?
It's not completely true, sir. Definitely, it is not true
Okay.
because
Mm.
UPSC will help to an extent, but
Mhm.
not completely to an extent. So, because agriculture is completely new to us,
Okay.
have to prepare from the zero.
Mhm.
So, UPSC could help to an extent, but it is not compulsory. So,
Mhm.
because it is something like UPSC is so large, that much large amount of thing is not even necessary.
Okay.
So, to these exams, if we
Mhm.
confine to the syllabus, a fresher who directly starting in this NABARD preparation, he can easily crack because he focuses only what the NABARD exam is asking only. So he
Exactly.
can focus on that and
Mm.
he can easily crack.
Okay.
So I feel that.
So let me reiterate to all the viewers here. So someone who is beginning, you need not focus on the attention what others are doing. If someone is having that sort of background, you just focus on the demand of the exam and stick to the preparation aspect. You would clear it. So that's it. All right. So now, Alekhya, coming to the phase one preparation. Let me just inform my viewers as there are 8 components in phase one. There are 5 non-merit section and 3 merit sections. The 5 non-merit section comprises of quantitative aptitude, reasoning, English, computer knowledge, and decision making. So, what were your sources for this non-merit section, and how did you prepare for it?
So non-merit section, I have taken the test series too. So
Okay,
I have since I have my SSC preparation,
okay,
so
okay.
that has helped me to extend. So
Mm,
there also I relied on the test series only.
mm,
So majorly time matters here. So in these sections, so
okay,
test series is it is that will be the only savior I feel.
okay. So you mean see quantitative aptitude, reasoning, and English. They could be
Yes.
done with test series. What these two are new components like computer knowledge and the decision making. So how did you manage
Mm.
that?
So I got the sources from internet. I have seen many videos
Okay.
given by EduTap also
Mm.
on
Okay. Okay.
computer awareness also. He'll be giving 100 questions, 200
Mm-hmm.
questions, even series. I have seen all them. I have made a note of it.
Mm-hmm.
So then I revised them. I have
Okay.
majorly from internet.
Okay. Even same goes with the decision making.
Decision making also.
Okay. Now coming to merit section, like yeah, there are 3 components like general awareness, ESI, and ARD. So there are many aspirants who would be more keen to know your strategy with regard to these components. So what were your sources? Then how did you prepare?
So ESA part could cover some UPSC also. And for
Okay.
the general awareness, I have read some current affairs magazines like Affairs
Okay.
Cloud and the
Hmm.
revision series that EduTap launches
Okay.
before
Okay.
the
Mm-hmm.
that. For the agriculture part, I have read the summary sheet. I have read master notes. I have
Okay.
read Nemra Sunda book on
Okay.
agriculture. So
Okay.
those are the three sources for my
Mm-hmm. Okay.
agriculture.
So since this was your second attempt, okay.
Yes.
So where did you lack in the first attempt?
First attempt is not into much preparation, sir. I had UPSC mains at that time,
Okay.
so
Mm-hmm.
I have given this prelims and with quant and all, I have cleared it.
Okay.
So, but I have lost by 7 marks of
In the mains. Hmm.
English.
Okay. So
Uh,
this time, I mean, what did you learn from the mistakes of the past attempt of NABARD?
so that is what, sir. A clear strategy, clear note making is very important. I found it helpful this time.
Okay.
So I have clearly referred what are types of questions that were asked in the previous years.
Mm-hmm.
So I have made a note of it. I have classed like different areas I have identified, like in agriculture, these many questions.
Okay. Okay.
In ARD, different parts they'll be asked. So I clearly made a note of it. So I used to align my preparation in that way and used to make notes also in that way. I
Okay.
made separate columns and made notes like that.
Okay. So, Alike, one more question occurred to me right now that so now you have finally made it really, again a huge sigh of relief. Looking back at your journey, do you question yourself that I should have given NABARD maybe earlier?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Okay. Hmm.
Definitely, I feel that
Okay.
I have given up 3 to 4 years back.
Hmm.
It would have been even more better.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. So not an issue. Finally, happy that you have made it now. So, yeah, as you mentioned, the sources for ARD where the summary sheet must know. For ESI, what were your exact sources?
That sources, like for the static part of economy, it will cover in UPSC. So
Okay,
for the dynamic part, we can cover in the current affairs modules
okay.
that will be released, issued by the different
Mm-hmm.
sources. So
Okay,
there only I picked up the questions related to economy, current issues related to economy and
okay,
social issues and all those. Static
okay.
things I have covered from that
So that part is covered from the UPSC journey, and
UPSC.
the current affairs dynamic aspect is covered by current affairs magazine.
Current affairs matching
Okay.
completely.
So, and the magazines you referred were Affairs Cloud and EduTap.
Uh, Revision
Okay.
series and other current issues. That is there.
Okay. Okay. So, like now, what is the importance of mock tests for phase one?
Important, sir, is definitely important.
Okay.
So particularly this non-merit sections, for it is compulsory. I feel like
Okay.
for non-merit sections also, for merit sections also. So you'll get to know in the like that exam environment is important. So
Mm-hmm.
before you give the final exam,
Okay.
so that is important. I feel.
Okay. Okay. So now, there is a question that is again repeatedly asked by many of the aspirants. Sir, what is the role of revision in the entire examination process? Maybe you could just throw some light on it. Huh?
The revision is extremely important. I
Okay.
feel.
Mm-hmm.
So only with the proper revision only we can ultimately crack the exam.
Okay.
Not like we make a notes, we glance the things, but it will not like internalize into our mind. So revision is important to get into our mind, internalize it. Then only we can like particularly for mains. So
Mm-hmm.
we have to reproduce the things. So
Mm-hmm.
for that, revision is extremely important.
Okay.
That's what I feel.
Okay. So now coming to phase two, there are two papers. One is descriptive English. The other one is the ES and ARD. Coming to descriptive paper, the first question is the interface. Like in UPSC, you had written the exam in pen and paper mode. Here, the altogether the interface was completely new. You have to type the exam online. So how did you adapt to this new interface?
Yes, the interface is little not user friendly, so we
Okay.
need to practice at least once or twice. We have to practice.
Okay.
Uh, so I used to practice with the keyboard only.
Mm-hmm.
I have did a couple of exams with the keyboard. In spite of practice, it is still difficult in the exam.
Okay.
So we need to maintain the word count and all. It's
Mm-hmm.
better to go like what examiner is asking. Beyond that, we have to practice. So
Okay.
then it will be little easier
Okay.
during.
Mm-hmm. So the practice, like how many mock tests did you appear before did you take before taking the final test?
Uh, Five in each paper, sir, in descriptive and five in ESI.
Okay, okay. So now coming to the specific aspect of the descriptive English paper, there are three components. Like we have Pressy, the letter writing, and the essay. Now, what were your sources for all these three different components?
So for essay, the different topics will be given by different institutes. So
Okay.
EduTap also
Mm.
gives at the end 30 to 40 essays.
Okay.
So I have taken note of it. I have prepared for each topic. I have made a note
Okay.
from different sources also.
Hmm.
So that has helped me for essay part. And the presses and particularly we need to know some tips with respect to presses or letter writing.
Hmm.
So the format, how we have to write and all. So I have referred internet only for that, presses and a bit of practice.
Okay. So Pressy is internet letter writing also you followed on YouTube
Uh,
sessions.
yes,
And
yes.
essay, what was your source?
Different topics you have given.
Okay. Hmm.
So
So that
I
that
have
was
collected
enough.
all the topics.
Hmm.
Yeah, I have made a note.
Okay. And apart from it, you appeared in five mock tests before taking up the
Yes,
original final exam.
yes.
Now, coming to part paper two, we have 50 marks objective and the 50 marks descriptive component. So this gets bit interesting. Like, what exactly did you change from the last year attempt? Like last year, also you appeared, so you had an idea. So what was this something that you did different this time?
So first, before starting my preparation, I have taken a print of the questions that were asked previous year.
Okay.
I have stick on my study board. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll see and prepare like these type of questions will be asked in
Mm-hmm.
the exam. So that is important, I feel.
Okay.
So then I have made a clear note of it. Each topic for agriculture, I
Mm.
have kept a sheet. for soils, for
Mm-hmm.
water conservation, for forestry, for livestock,
Okay.
for fisheries. For every topic, I have made a note.
Mm-hmm.
I have kept separate sheets, and I've made a note. Whatever the topic comes, any questions related, I used to refer different sources for questions.
Okay.
So mock test or any other source, like
Mm.
previous papers and all. So I used to make a note in each topic.
Mm-hmm.
So, so that has helped during the revision also. It will help.
Okay. Okay.
Quick revision.
Okay. So, most of the people were telling that the objective part was quite difficult in nature. So, how did you find it and tackle at the onset in the examination?
Objective part, somehow we get to know about it in the phase one also. We have seen it,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
how to, but only the difficulty level will be increased.
Okay.
So sources I have kept same only.
Same. Huh.
So, but particularly I have identified like these many questions will occur from schemes. This
Okay.
type of questions will be asked in agriculture.
Mm-hmm.
So I align my preparation in that way. Particularly schemes are very important. So
Okay.
I did more in-depth analysis.
Okay. Okay. So now coming to descriptive component, what exactly did you do something? I think since you had written multiple mains in the UPSC, that has clearly helped you.
Yes.
So is there anything that you want to elaborate here?
Is a note making and revising. So
Okay.
on on the fingertips, we need to have 5 to 6 points
Okay.
related to every topic. So
Mm-hmm.
then we can easily reproduce it.
Okay. So that was so revision is the key here. Again,
Revision
emphasizing
is the key.
the key.
Notes
Huh.
making and revision.
Okay. So were there any particular sources for descriptive answer writing that you had followed?
Descriptive, no particular source. I have picked the questions
Hmm.
and made notes.
Okay. Pick which question, like the previous year question.
Previous year questions. Some questions will be asked in the mock or
Okay.
any probable questions which I can frame. So
Okay.
that.
Okay. So, and apart from that, did you read the newspaper?
Yes, sir. That was there as a part of UPSC. So I used
Okay.
to read
Read the newspaper. Okay. So now coming to so how many mocks did you appear as you mentioned? Five mocks for this.
five.
Did you
Yes.
give a full length mock like descriptive English and the paper to combine it together somewhere?
No, not in combined.
Okay. Okay.
Individually.
Individually you have appeared. So now, like having made it to the interview. So now talking about interview. So how was the feeling that last time you did not make it, but this time you cleared? Hmm.
It's very nice, sir.
Okay, okay. So then, as soon as you had written your phase two, you started preparing for the interview, or you had waited for some time? That is still the results were declared.
I have waited for some time,
Okay,
but I was in touch for other exams also. So
okay, okay.
somehow,
So as soon as you had written the phase two this time, so you were expecting an interview call.
no,
Okay,
I do not know. It was like mixed.
mixed. Okay. So now coming to the interview preparation, like you also have appeared in different interviews. Now, this every interview will comprise of majorly two aspects. One is the HR based question, and apart from that, the technical question. So, what exactly did you prepare for both the aspects?
Uh, Technical part, I have read this NABARD annual report. I have
Okay.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
looked at the NABARD website. I
Mm-hmm.
have checked it. And some topics like related to finance and some static economic questions also, like repo rate and
Okay.
all those things. I
Mm-hmm.
have referred. Some agriculture state related topics. And how was the agriculture in my state, in my district? What NABARD is doing?
Mm-hmm.
So those kind of questions. I have read the transcripts.
Okay.
So based on that, I prepared.
Okay. And what about HR questions like why do you want to join the bar and all these kind of questions?
Yes, sir. Those I came across in transcripts, and
Okay.
what are the questions I have seen, I used to make
Prepare.
answers for.
Okay, make answer for it. So, how was the interview panel? Was it cordial enough, or did it they grill you or something like that? They keep asking a lot.
No,
Hmm,
no, sir. I was not grilled. It was
hmm.
cordial and smooth.
Okay. So, how long did it last? Your interview?
Roughly 15 minutes, sir.
15 minutes. So now, and like, did you appear for mock tests, mock interview?
Yes, sir. Two mocks I have taken.
Two
One with
mocks.
editor and with lab. Yes.
Okay, okay. So tell us the importance of mock interview. How has it really helped you in presenting yourself in a better manner?
Yes, sir. on the day from the EduTap interview,
Mm.
sir has advised me to read about NABARD annual report.
Okay.
So till that time, I didn't read it.
Okay.
So after that, only I read. In the interview, exact questions were asked about NABARD annual report, like what do you find interesting in annual report,
Okay.
what the balance sheet of NABARD and all those things.
Mm.
That has helped me. And
Okay.
some other topics also they have referred to look into. So based on
Okay.
my profile, so
Hmm.
that I have looked into.
Okay. So the in the interview, was there any specific focus on the ARD part, or was it in general?
It's general, sir. It's mostly related to economy part.
Okay, economic part. So anything you would like to add about the interview experience or your journey?
Uh, Interview mocks are important, sir. I feel like 2 to 3 mocks
Okay.
we need to give.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so in my total journey, I feel like yes, the same thing. The consistency and perseverance are important. So
Okay.
then
Okay.
only we can
Mm-hmm.
stand strong. We need to stand strong. So even if failures will come, so but at the end, you can get success. You will
Okay.
get success.
Oh, they are really words of encouragement. So, friends, that was the parting advice from Miss Alekhya, and it was really interesting. Nice talking to you, Alekhya. So that's all we have in this particular session. Thank you, friends, and we wish you again a lot of success in the coming time, Alekhya.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.